Hello and welcome to lesson 16. At the end of this class, you should be able to describe different types of nouns and verbs. You should be able to read tricky words. You should be able to ask and answer questions about key details in the story, the dog, and the horse. What is a noun? We've been practicing how to identify verbs and nouns, right? We've been practicing how to identify verbs and nouns. Now, a noun is a person, place, or thing, right? A noun is a person, place, or thing. Now, let's find out the nouns in the following phrases. Let's find the nouns in the following phrases. Number 1. Climb up the mountain. Climb up the mountain. What's the noun there? Is it climb, up, or mountain? The answer is what? Mountain. Beautiful. Mountain is a thing, so it is a noun. Number 2. Ride a yellow bike. Ride a yellow bike. What's the noun there? And the noun is bike. Is bike a name? Is it a name of a person? Is it a place? Bike is a thing, so it's a noun. My teacher claps. My teacher claps. What's the noun? Teacher. That's good. Okay. Walks down the street. Walks down the street. What's the noun? Is it walk, down, or street? The answer is street. Okay. Let's keep finding the nouns in the phrases. Let's keep going. The little girl smiles. The little girl smiles. What's the noun? Girl, of course. That's good. Okay. Eat pizza. Eat pizza. What's the noun? Is it eat or pizza? It is pizza. Okay. The tiny baby cries. The tiny baby cries. And the noun is baby. Okay. Now there are two kinds of nouns. There are two kinds of nouns, two types of nouns. We have the common nouns and proper nouns. We have common nouns and proper nouns. We just named common nouns. Yeah, we just named common nouns. Like when we named girl, pizza, baby, street, teacher, bike, mountain, they are all common nouns. They are not proper nouns. You know, I told you before that proper nouns is a noun that names a specific name of a person or place. Okay? So these are nouns. Quite alright, good. They are nouns, but they are not proper nouns. Mountain, bike, teacher, street, they are not proper nouns. They are not names of person. They are not a place. Okay? They are nouns, but they are not proper nouns. They are common nouns. They are what? Good. They are common. Okay, let's keep moving. Like I said before, there are two types of nouns, common and proper nouns. Now let's find the nouns in the following phrases. Then after finding the noun, we'll then decide if it is a common or proper noun. Okay? Good. A tall boy. A tall boy. Now what's the noun? Boy, right? Okay, it is correct. Now, is boy a common or proper noun? Remember, proper noun names a specific person or place. It must say the name of that person or the name of the place, okay? So, a tall boy, is it common or proper noun? It is common noun because boy is not somebody's name, okay? I have never seen somebody that they named boy. So boy is not somebody's name. Okay. John runs fast. John runs fast. First of all, what is the noun? The noun is John. Beautiful. Is John a common or proper noun? Is it a common or proper noun? John is. Did I hear you say common? Is it common? It is proper noun. Why? Because John is it's a name of a person. John is a name of a person. I've seen somebody called John. Yeah, and I know you've seen or heard about someone called John. So John is somebody's name, and so because it's somebody's name, it is a proper noun. Okay, let's keep going. Dash whispers. They said we should put the name of the school principal, the name of the school head. So I'm going to use Miss Stella Maris whispers. I can't put her name there now because okay, let me just put Stella. That space is too small. So let's use Stella. Oh God. Is it okay? It's manageable, right? Okay. Stellar whispers. We already know because it has been circled for us. We already know that Miss Stella Maris. Stella is a noun. Is the noun, right? It is the noun. Now, can you tell me, is it a proper noun or a common noun? It's a proper noun because Stella is someone's name. Okay. Shop at Walmart. Shop at Walmart. Shop at Walmart. What is a noun? Is it shop at or Walmart? It is Walmart. Good. Yeah, I know. Have you been to Walmart? I've not been there. I think it's a place like it's an eatery. It's a restaurant, an eatery where you go to buy meat pie, just like a Chicken Republic, Kilimanjaro, Matais, and the rest of them. So it is a place. So it is a noun. Now, is it a proper noun or a common noun? Remember, proper noun names a specific name of person and place. It is a proper noun. Why is it a proper noun? Because it names a specific name of a place. Yeah, it is a place. Okay, a dog barks. A dog barks. What's the noun? The noun is dog. Is dog a proper or common noun? It is common. Yep, it is common noun. Why? Dog is not a general name for that animal. Dog is a general name for that animal. It is not a specific name. Some people they give names to their dogs. You hear like I've heard tiger, I've heard sashi, I have shasha. So when I say shasha barks, Shasha, my dog Shasha barks, you now know that Shasha becomes a proper noun because that's the name of the dog. So this noun, dog, is not proper because dog is a general name for that animal. Okay? Let's go. Chase reads a lot. The noun is chase. And chase is a proper noun. I have to rush now. We have other things to do. Okay? Now let's review verbs. We've talked about nouns, common and proper. Now let's review the verbs. Can you remember what a verb is? Can you remember what a verb is? I'm waiting. A verb is an action word. A verb is an action word, yes. It's an action word. Actions are things you can do. Things like running, jumping, reading, writing, playing, baking, cooking, washing, sweeping, sleeping. All of them, they are all verbs. And why are they verbs? Because they are action. They are verbs because they are action word, things that someone does. Whatever you are doing, it's a verb. Okay, several lessons ago, we talked about two kinds of verbs. Yeah. Do you remember? Do you remember? Do you remember? We talked about the past tense verbs and the present tense verbs. We talked about the past tense verbs and the present tense verbs. And I told you then that the present tense verb means the action is happening right now. When the action is happening right now, it is in the present. But when the action has already happened, it is called past tense verbs. When the action is happening now, it is present tense verbs. When it has already happened, it is a past tense verb. Now, repeat the following sentences after me. Today, I jump up and down. Today, I jump up and down. Is it past or present? It is what? That verb is present because today I jump up and down. Then yesterday I jumped up and down. The verb is jumped, we know. Is jumped present or past tense? Yesterday I jumped. It is past tense. So the first one, the verb is jump and it is the present tense. While the second one, the verb is jumped and it is in the past tense. Okay, let's go again. Last night I painted a picture. Last night I painted a picture. Is it past or present? First of all, you look for the verb. What is the verb here? The verb is painted. Good. Painted. Is it past or present tense? It is past. Good. Today, I paint the fence with my brother. And this is in the present. That's good. So I will say a sentence. You identify the verb and tell me whether it is in the present or if it is in the past. Okay? That's good. I use my pencil right now. I use my pencil right now. Or I'm using my pencil right now. The verb is use. That's the verb. Is it present tense? Yes, it is present tense. Why? Because the action is taking place now. Okay. Yesterday I used my crayons. Yesterday I used my crayons. Okay, the verb is what again? Used. Good. And it is a past. It is past. Yesterday is past. Okay. Last week I visited my grandmother. Last week I visited my grandmother. The verb is what? Visited. Good. And visited. It is in the past tense. Now you can identify past tense. You see this thing I'm circling here. Hope I'm getting it right. Ed. Good. When you see a verb that has ed, it will also give you a clue that that verb is a past tense verb. If you also see something like last week, yesterday, last month, it's a clue also. It also tells you that the verb is a past tense verb. Okay. Right now, I skipped down the hall. Right now, I skipped down the hall. What's the verb first? The verb is skip. Good. Is it past tense verb or a present tense verb? It is present tense verb. I stopped at the red light yesterday. The verb is stopped and it is in the past tense. I already finished my milk. The verb is finished and it is past. Okay, it's time to read. The title of our story for today is The Dog and the Horse. Today's story features a type of animal called an horse. An horse is a type of animal that looks similar to a cow and is often found on farms. An horse is a type of animal that looks similar to a cow and is often found on farms. It may be used to do hard work like pulling or carrying heavy things. So let's find out. Let's preview the spellings under the. Do you remember this sound? Oh, good. Under the R sound, we have straw and saw. Then under the long O sound, we have food. Now let's preview the vocabulary. The new words in this story. The first one is straw. Straw is dried grass or hay. You can call it dried grass or hay. Hay, that's a Hay. Dried grass, you can call it dried grass or you can call it hay. Hay. Some farm animals such as horses and owls eat straw as food. Horses, they eat straw as food. Owls eat straw as food. So straw means dried grass or hay. Okay, the next one is loft. Loft is an open space or storage area at the top of a barn. An open space at the top of a barn. Or you can say loft is a storage at the top of a barn. So straw, this straw that horses and the horses eat, is often stored in a loft. That is where they keep it. When they want to feed the horses, they go there, they get the straw and they take it to the horses. Okay, so loft is an open space or loft is a storage area at the top of a barn. Okay, we will read to find out what happens one day when the horse comes back to the barn after a long day's work looking for his food. I will take that again. We will read to find out what happens one day when the horse comes back to the barn after a long day's work looking for his food. What happens to his food? We don't know. Let's find out. The dog and the horse. Once, a dog took a nap on a pile of straw in a box. But the straw in the box was not a bed. When the horse came home, he saw the straw in his food box, but he could not get the straw. He could not get the straw. Why? Because the dog was on top of it. Dog, said the horse, could you sleep up in the loft? Could you sleep up in the loft? I would like to munch on the straw in my food box. The dog woke up, but he would not get off the straw. He was mad that the horse woke him up. He was mad that the horse woke him up. At last, a man came in and saw the dog on the straw. Bad dog, said the man. You did not need that straw, but you would not let the horse have it. Shame on you! Get up! Wow, poor dog. The dog should have allowed the horse to have his food. The straw is not a bed. He should have gone to sleep elsewhere. Okay, let's answer our questions. Question number 1. Why can't the horse eat the straw? Why can't the horse eat the straw? The horse cannot eat the straw because a dog is sleeping on it. Okay, number 2. Why do you think the dog does not let the horse have his straw? Why do you think that the dog does not let the horse have his straw? You know the answer, right? Okay, the dog was mad that the horse woke him up and he thinks the stuff in the box is straw for sleeping. So it is not his fault. The dog does not actually know that that thing he was lying on is food for the horses. You know, dogs don't eat straws, but horses and us, they eat straw. The horse know. The horse knows that the dog was lying on his food. But the dog does not know that that thing he was lying on, that straw he was lying on, was food for the horses. Okay, number 3. What happens when the man sees the dog? The man shouted, right? The man tells the dog he's a bad dog, and he told him to get up. Why do you think the man tells the dog he's bad? Where else might the dog have gone to sleep? Okay, there were other places where the dog could have slept. Even the horse told the dog to go to the loft to sleep. But the dog was mad. He could have slept in the loft. Okay, so the dog is not right. No, he was at fault. Number 5. Look at the picture of page 53. How do you think the dog feels when the man scolds him and calls him a bad dog? Let's go and see the picture. Okay, this place. Okay, now take a look at the dog's face. Do you think the dog was happy? The question says, look at the picture at page 53. How do you think the dog feels when the man scolds him and calls him a bad dog? Now look at his face. Do you think he felt fine? The dog felt bad too. Why? Because the man called him a bad dog. Okay, the dog feels ashamed. His ears are back and he looks sad. The dog probably jumped off the food box. Okay, do you think the dog will jump in the horse food for a nap in the future? Do you think the dog will jump in the ox's food box for a nap in the future? No, I don't think so. I don't think. If I'm the dog, I'm not going to go there again. No. What am I looking for? I already know that straw is food for the oxen, so I won't go there again. Okay, it's time to wiggle. We are going to wiggle very fast. Big room. Toss a coin. Lost and found. Draw a man. Read books. Loud mouth. A big yawn. Boil crabs in a pot. Up and down. Meet us at 2. Wow, it's time to say goodbye. Don't forget to work on your worksheet 16.1 and 16.2. See you again in our next class. Bye for now.